The cult leader was killed. How terrible. So that Atua may guide her soul to the gates of heaven. I believe the line previous to this was like, let us pray for her. Yeah. Atua, please take care of Angie.
It can't be.
Hey, why did it end up like this? Didn't Angie have Atua with her?
You don't know?
Clearly she didn't.
Weird.
That not true! Angie say Atua always be by our side.
Damn it.
We don't have time to be talking about this. Instead of talking about Atua,
Right?
yeah, we gotta talk about which one of us is the culprit and win this killing game.
Really?
Wait, this is part of the killing game?
That's right.
What else could it be? The fact that Angie's dead can only mean one thing. One of us killed her.
No way.
But why would someone do such awful thing? I mean, look, I don't condone killing Angie, but of all of the murders that have happened, like, it's kind of... In terms of who was killed, it's kind of... The most justified of Joe is kind of taken over as, like, a cultist dictator, so... Unfortunately, that does place suspicion on, like, a lot of people I have personally been hanging out with recently, like, Kaito, Maki... Well, I mean, actually, there's two ways of looking at this, right? Kind of everyone is suspicious with this one, because if you look at it from a motive perspective, it's going to be all the people who were outside the cults that are going to be most suspicious. But if you look at it from an opportunity perspective, then it's all the people inside the cult that are most suspicious. Huh. And so if you square that circle, that means it was Tenko. She was outside the cult and inside the cult. I'm not really convinced by that, but that would be a way of looking at this.
But
Is that really what happened?
Huh?
Huh?
could it be?
It's possible that the culprit who killed Angie wasn't one of us, but...
Rise and shine, your sun.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
Oh, a vomit soaked entrance! How novel! And the puke is green again, too! That's a pretty ominous sign. Oh, why did another murder happen? What's the deal, Monodam? I thought you were gonna make everyone get along.
It's okay.
Don't worry. Overcoming this will bring everyone closer together. That has been the case so far, yes? Has it, Their bond gets stronger with each class trial, does it not?
It's fine.
Murders are necessary to bring everyone closer together. Oh, also, thanks for the resub, Alex. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but thank you. But how?
So then,
So, let's get started.
we
Extreme?
are
Oh,
all
thanks,
friends.
thanks. Conduct a friendly investigation, then we will have a friendly chaos trial. We must distribute these first.
Oh!
Oh, look at the Mind Lakuma file. I wanted to be the one to pass it out. Didn't you want to do it too, Monophony?
So,
By the way, I've been thinking you guys should knock off all this killing and dying. Dying is like so lame. Living is all the rage these days. Ah, more green puke. This is really unlucky.
so long. Farewell.
Think Monotero is going to be next? I could see that.
So then,
I definitely him or Monophony. Monodam is going to be the last one standing for sure, but... And I am leaning towards Monotero, probably. As there is no use complaining, we are better off beginning our investigation. So everyone, we all know what we need to do, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, by the third murder, we should all be pretty used to dead bodies.
wait.
Not Gonta! No way Gonta ever get used to this!
Nope.
Trust me, you don't want to be used to this. No one should get used to this. That's nice and all, but it seems pretty insincere coming from an assassin.
Unfortunately.
Let's start investigating. It's not like we have any other choice.
You're right.
That's true. But still, it's strange. This is a bizarre setup. 4 wax figures, effigies of the dead hung upside down in the room. In the middle, Angie's body, in a pool of blood. It certainly appears to be some kind of ritual.
Shuichi!
Alright, bro, I'm counting on you as my sidekick. Let's end this nightmare together.
Okay.
Yeah, but are you feeling okay, Kaito?
Okay.
We seriously don't have time to be talking about this. No way we're gonna die here. I'm definitely gonna find the culprits.
Seems like
The culprits? Is it really someone among us that killed Angie? I get how you feel, Samugi, but do you have to repeat that title line every time? Oh no, that's not it. I mean, could this have been the work of the transfer students? I mean, look, until I see some hard evidence that there is actually a transfer student, I'm gonna be putting that there in the bottom of the pile. Huh? Angie prepared the ritual in this room to resurrect the dead, right? And she made those wax dolls hanging upside down as part of the ritual.
could it be?
Maybe the ritual succeeded and the resurrected person killed her.
Hey,
What? Shut up already.
What?
It's her fault, telling scary stories out of nowhere like that. Saying messed up stuff like that. Kaito, are you alright?
Damn.
Sure, sorry, Shuichi. I need to get some fresh air. I'll leave this to you and Maki. Do a good job, you guys. Oh, we get to have Maki as our sidekick this time. Oh, that's fun. Kaito left, still a bit wobbly. Do a good job. That coward has a lot of nerve bossing us around. Maybe that wasn't the best way to phrase it, but he just wants to encourage...
jeez.
You've clearly settled right into your sidekick role. Well, I mean, I personally consider myself more of a protagonist type, at least in terms of abilities. I'm more of like a Sherlock Holmes type. He's more of the Watson, though if you take a look at the old Sherlock Holmes books, that does mean he's the POV character, which kind of makes him sort of the protagonist in a certain sense. Anyway.
It's okay.
I'll need him to give me orders. With so few people left, I can't afford to sit out anymore.
Well,
So where should we start? We should check the Monokuma file first, right?
You're right.
Yes, let's take a look. Would be a bit weird if it was one of the dead people. Yeah, I suppose. This could also be a suicide type situation. It's plausible the ritual might involve human sacrifice to bring someone back. Maybe. Anyways, the victim is Angie Yanaga, the ultimate artist. The body was found in the ultimate artist's lab. The time of death is approximately 2 in the morning. And the cause of death is a stab wound to the back of the neck. Okay, that likely... I mean, that's not impossible, but... The forehead also has a laceration. Okay. The Monokuma file included the time of death this time. 2 a.m. Everyone must have been asleep. We probably can't rely on witness testimonies.
but
So the murder happened at nighttime after all. If everyone had followed the student council's rules like Angie and Atua said... What good will saying that do? The culprit may be one of the student council, yes?
Why?
A member of the student council, that's...
all right.
We should go and figure that out. Let's start investigating and solve this mystery together.
It's impossible.
I can't.
Himiko?
I can't do it. I can't investigate Angie's dead body.
But
But if we don't make it through the class trial, then everyone will die!
Whatever.
I don't care anymore.
huh?
What?
What a pain.
Surviving and everything else, it's too much of a pain.
What was that?
Then why don't we just use your magic to revive Angie?
Please stop!
This is no time for your mean-spirited taunts. Reviving her is clearly impossible. Unless we do the ritual.
Is that so?
We cannot say that with certainty, no.
Huh?
Excuse me?
No.
Well, of course, resurrecting her is impossible. But I know a way we can speak with Angie.
You see,
We can summon her spirit with a seance called the Caged Child. Seance?
What are you trying to pull?
Seance? What are you talking about? Cut it out already.
You gotta be kidding me!
Yeah, this is no time for jokes.
I am serious.
Oh, I'm serious. This is for our investigation.
Huh?
For our investigation.
Yes.
If we speak with Angie, we can ask her who the culprit is and bring this case to a swift close.
Well, you know.
First a resurrection ritual, now a seance? You messing with us?
Do you understand?
I would appreciate it if you didn't compare it to Monokuma's foolishness. Seances are genuine occurrences. They are written of in literature the world over. In fact, I myself have participated in seances a great many times.
Huh?
Many times? On top of that, we have here a rare chance to perform the legendary seance, the Caged Child. It would be foolish to not take advantage of this, yes? Ace Attorney stuff? I've only played a little bit of Ace Attorney, so I haven't gotten to any trial where they've, like, relied on seance testimony, but I guess that might be a thing that happens.
No.
No matter how you put it, now's not the time for something.
However,
Oh, I suspect the only way to confirm your earlier theory is by performing the seance, yes?
What?
My earlier theory?
therefore,
The possibility of the culprit being the resurrected transfer student. It is not wise to go into the class trial with such outlandish theories in one's head.
well,
So to prove such a thing is impossible, I think it's best we consult Angie herself. Wait. So to get this straight. To prove that it was impossible that someone got resurrected and killed the victim, we should do a seance to talk to the dead victim? Okay.
incomprehensible.
That logic is peculiar, to say the least. Holding a seance, find out about the ritual. So we're gonna fight the occult with the occult?
Okay,
Well, we can't worry about this forever, so we might as well go with the easiest solution.
how exciting.
Okay, I'll help out. I was getting bored of investigating anyway.
Huh?
I'll help too. Huh, you too, Himiko? If I can talk to Angie one more time, I'll do anything. A seance or whatever it takes, I'll do it.
Well,
I'll help out as well. I can't leave Himiko alone.
Do whatever you want.
yes!
Okay, I will.
So then,
So now we have 4 participants, Kokichi, Himiko, Tenako, and myself. However, the caged child requires 5 people. We're still 1 short. Fine, Keyboy can come too. Well, he's a robot. Does that count?
You're right.
I guess we can't be picky.
why?
Why am I being forced to participate and being treated like a burden?
Well then,
So then we need a place to perform the seance. Where shall we do it? How about your lab?
no.
No, in order for the caged child to succeed, the room must be as dark as possible. My lab has windows, so turning the lights off won't make it quite dark enough.
Then,
And how about the empty rooms? You mean the ones that are containing... And I know I was just making fun of like all this occult and spirit stuff, but you mean the ones that contain the spirits of the dead Monokumas? That seems a little suspect.
That's
empty rooms, the ones on the 4th floor.
Hmm.
There aren't any windows there, so if we blow out the candles, it should be pitch dark.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm fine with that.
Listen up.
I agree with Himiko.
Tell me your thoughts.
However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use?
Then,
The middle room. The middle room's always best for stuff like this.
I see, yes.
Very well, I shall begin the preparations at once. I shall have you 4 help as well. Let's carry all the necessary equipment from my lab. Are you really going to do this?
Do you understand?
This is for our investigation. I said as much, did I not? We need to use all our effort to discover the culprit, lest our lives be lost. Well, less people to bother me during the trial. Kyo, Kokichi, Kibo, Tenko, and Himiko all left the scene.
This is stupid.
Are they serious about this stupid seance?
But
Perhaps that's just part of the investigation in their eyes. We should get with it. In any case, I should focus on what I can do. You know, actually investigating the actual crime scene and getting actual evidence. What the ultimate detective can do. Alright. Well, okay, hold on. One thing that's already kind of curious. Why can't I look at the wax figures? And why is, like, they're all fine, right? Except that, our alto's pianist has been, stabbed. Why? Angie's body. She's lying face down in the middle of the room. Like, why is Kaede the stabbed as the only one who's been harmed? That seems weird to me.
What's wrong?
Are you going to take a closer look?
okay.
Yes, I was planning to.
Got a minute?
Then let's hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste any time here. Mikey didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over to the body. She has no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin. Alright, let's look at the body first. There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead. That's interesting. Because obviously, back of the neck stab wound kind of implies, like, I'm thinking like a knife from behind. But where does this laceration come from? Like, if you had the jump on her from behind. I know.
I knew it.
The killing blow is a single stab to the back of the neck. Sneak attack, most likely. Yeah, but then why the slash across the forehead? That almost seems like more so a sign of a struggle.
Well,
Then what do you make of this wound on her forehead? Maybe the culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her from behind.
but
Her 2 wounds are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack?
Oh, yeah.
I suppose that would be unnecessary.
remember,
Also, the wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding much. What is going on with these 2 wounds? Oh, maybe the wound on the forehead is self-sustained, right? Maybe that was part of the ritual. Right, maybe it needed like a blood offering or something, so she slashes her... I don't know why you do forehead specifically. Maybe it was specified in the ritual. Because, yeah, I don't think that would be lethal. Then maybe she, like, could have treated that wound and then later got stabbed. Possibly. Forehead injury has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad.
Huh?
What's up, Maki? What's wrong, Maki?
Got a minute?
Move. Maki pushed me aside, then lifted Angie's body up by the shoulder.
Is this...
What's this doing crumpled underneath her body?
What is it?
This is duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here?
uh,
I don't know, but it must be related to the case. Look, their hair is stuck to the tape. Long hair's Angie's, right? Seems that way. Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it. What could that mean? Bloody duct tape has been added to the truthful section of your monopad.
But
I'm surprised you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under her body.
So what?
It was partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did.
okay.
Well, that's true. Well, even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies. So don't beat yourself up over it.
Okay.
Well then, it's a good thing you're used to corpses, Maki.
Do you want to die?
No?
Sorry.
So sorry, hey, joking. I couldn't resist.
Got a minute?
You don't need to apologize. I was joking too. Okay, you need to work on your joking tone, Maki. Your joking tone and sincere threat tone are exactly the same. That didn't sound like a joke, though. Necronomicon. Maybe we'd actually read the ritual. Okay, but I am curious. Why is Kaede stabbed with a katana? And no, like the rest of the wax figures have not been stabbed with a katana. It's weird. The 4 effigies hung upside down makes the scene particularly eerie. Ropes are dangling from the exposed beams on the ceiling.
If I remember correctly.
If I remember correctly, Angie made all of these wax figures.
Hey,
Is this rope from the warehouse?
You're right.
I believe so. And that means they won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone and gotten these ropes. Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of the manhole. The warehouse does contain plenty of things that can be used for murder. Although for all we know, the effigies hanging upside down might have been part of the ritual. Like, the ritual kind of complicates a lot of things, because a lot of strange activities might have been part of the ritual. So hopefully we can read the Necronomicon and actually piece that together. Anyway, I know that these effigies are wax, but it still creeps me out.
that's true.
The effigies look exactly like real people. Not just their faces, but their bodies, too. The altered artist certainly was talented.
By the way,
Why is this effigy hanging upside down? Is this part of the ritual? I'm not sure.
what is it?
If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would go out of their way to hang a wax effigy? Right, if they're going to do this much work, there must be some reason for it. What could it be? Who would do this? The culprit, Angie? Or someone else entirely? The effigy's hung upside down. Alright, the katana. It seems unlikely the katana is the murder weapon. Like, you would not... And you probably... You could, I guess, use a katana to stab someone in the back of the neck, but it's so long, a blade, it would go through the whole way, and we don't have any wounds in the front. Katana stabbing into Kaede's wax effigy.
Damn it!
Who did this? And why?
Got a minute?
Let me see. Isn't that from, Kyo's lab? Maki nudged me aside, then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy.
Ah!
Wait, this is a crime scene, you can't...
What is it?
You wanted to check the katana, right? They can't do that if you don't pull it out.
Because...
Yes, true, but we have to preserve the scene. Well, I mean, I'm the detective, like, we've already seen how the scene was, so... Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while.
Is this...
It's a real katana, but there's gold leaf on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's the one that was on display in the Altered Anthropologist lab. Which doesn't necessarily mean Kyo did it, because anyone can enter basically any lab at any time for any reason. That's so.
Okay.
We can probably assume this is a murder weapon, judging from the bloodstains on the tip. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess if there's bloodstains specifically on the tip, that is what you would expect. It does seem odd, though, like... That seems... Like, that's a really awkward way to kill someone. I guess maybe that's why you then stab it into Kaede, to hide the bloodstain. To make the katana look less like the murder weapon, I guess. There's a certain logic to it. I don't know. The edge is too rusty to cut well, but it would be enough to stab.
But
But why would they go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon?
That's true.
Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon.
could it be?
Perhaps it's because Kyo's lab is on the same floor? They just grabbed something close by? I don't know, maybe. Like, the issue is, it's not close enough for that to be like a spur of the moment. Ah, I'm in a situation. I've just got to grab the closest thing. So I'm going to run all the way down the hall and grab this katana from this other lab. So it's too far for that. But if it was premeditated in any sense, why wouldn't you go to Maki's lab? They may have been in a hurry.
Well,
Or maybe they needed a long weapon like this. But they only utilized the tip. The other thing I can think of is maybe the katana was already here. Maybe, again, if this was a ritual involving like blood or cutting or something, it's plausible that maybe Angie realized, oh, I need some sort of bladed instrument. Okay, I'll just go grab the closest one. Oh, Kyo has one. I'll grab that. And then it was maybe already in the room at the time of the murder. I think that could make some degree of sense.
Huh?
A long weapon.
okay.
Perhaps doesn't contain swords or any other weapons of this length.
Huh?
Oh, really?
That's true.
Not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for my work. I mean, that's kind of obvious. Like, if you're an assassin, part of the whole assassin deal is to be, like, stealthy about it, and swords, in this day and age, are pretty unstealthy. When I first started working, I botched a mission using a katana. Haven't used swords since, which is fine, because they're a hassle to carry anyway. It says everyone's lab is suited to them personally, just like Angie's was. But how do they know all this? The Monokuma file said the murder happened at 2 a.m., so we do have a specific time of murder. Which, like, means alibis are going to be useless. Probably just everyone was asleep at the time, so... Or allegedly asleep. Anyway, the gold leaf on this katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hand now. That could be a clue.
Okay.
It must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off that easily.
Got a minute?
Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I'll have to wash them later. Maki scolded me, then stood in front of Kaede's effigy.
Hey,
I'm going to put the katana back where we found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away. Oh, don't stab Kaede.
Okay.
Thank you. I averted my gaze, and Maki stabbed the katana back into the wax effigy.
by the way,
Even so, I was a weapon stabbed into the wax effigy. I mean, I stated this previously, but likely to hide the blood stain. Right? Because if you didn't see that it had blood only on the tip, katana, again, it's a weapon where it's like, technically that could have stabbed someone in the back of the neck, but it's unlikely because you would have stabbed the whole way through, most likely. So you stab with it partially, then hide it in the effigy, so that the blood is not discovered and looks like an unlikely murder weapon. Which would imply that the fact that it is the murder weapon is important somehow. A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it part of the ritual, or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. Yeah, I guess that's the other thing. You could have just wiped off the blood. It might not have been perfect, but like, if you were trying to hide the fact that the katana was the murder weapon, you'd at least wipe the blood off before stabbing it into the wax effigy, I guess. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide the murder weapon than this.
what are you talking about?
Then what's the reason for this?
That's...
I honestly have no idea.
Well,
We should investigate where this weapon came from. We might find a clue there.
okay.
The oldest anthropologist lab. Yeah, let's do that. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from that room. Okay. What about the Necronomicon? Maybe we can figure out what this ritual is actually entailing. Ah, this book. The instructions for the resurrection ritual are written in the Necronomicon. By performing the ritual as written, you can resurrect one deceased victim. This was the motive. The Necronomicon.
Hey,
And you tried to perform the ritual written in this book, right?
Okay.
Yes, if we look at this book, we should learn the steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. Let's take a look. Maki's way better than Kito. I would agree. So far. The Necronomicon Resurrection Ritual. This is not the type of layout I expected the Necronomicon to have. Like, isn't the Necronomicon supposed to be like some like mysterious ancient text? This looks like an IKEA manual or something. Like, anyways, prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. Said you went way overboard with the wax figures, but technically it should have worked. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Well, that clearly didn't happen. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait. After a while, you should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. Okay, so no blood or anything involved with the ritual. This is like a really tame ritual, honestly. You burn the book, sprinkle the ashes, and And clearly the fact that the book still exists means that the ritual did not take place. Yet. And really, she couldn't have been mid-ritual either, unless she, like, thought of a loophole of, like, well, it didn't necessarily say I had to burn the whole Necronomicon. Maybe if I just, like, took some pages out of the back, I could use those ashes specifically. Alright, well. No evidence that happened, though. So these are the steps of the resurrection ritual. And can we try it, just to see, like, what happens?
this is stupid.
And you really believed in this crap. It's pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true. But in this place, I don't think we can rule anything out. Necronomicon has been added to the truthful section of your monopad. Tap on the back of the shoulder, though. That does seem kind of like how Angie died, in a certain sense, if she was stabbed in the back of the neck. But again, the fact that the Necronomicon still exists means that she hadn't done the ritual yet. So she couldn't have been, like, mid-ritual and then got, like, tricked or something. Alright, what do the rest of you think of this? This busty brainy beauty has this all figured out.
Huh?
Huh? You mean you know who the culprit is?
What was that?
Huh, the culprit? Fuck that!
Hey,
Shuichi, do we really have the time to be listening to her? We talked to all potential witnesses, even if they didn't witness anything.
Wait!
Hey, wait a goddammit! Are you just gonna ignore my genius idea?
What?
Just listen to me, okay? Come on, listen to me, listen.
Okay.
Okay. Well, if you're gonna twist my arm, then I'll tell you. You better thank me for this. Sure.
You know,
I know y'all are dumber than the fleas, but even you get how weird these wax dolls are, right? They are strange. Are they for the ritual or another purpose? Additionally, so the ritual can only be done once. Why make a And when Angie had spoken to us previously, she had said that she had settled on Rentaro being the guy that she would bring back. So why go through the trouble of making all 4 wax figures? Again, unless maybe she thought she'd found a loophole where she could perhaps bring everyone back, but... They are strange. Are they for the ritual or another purpose?
well then.
But I figured it out with just one glance. These are diversions.
Could it be...
Diversions.
Listen up.
Yep, the culprit used these wax dolls to distract us from something. But Angie made the wax dolls.
Got a minute?
What do you mean by that?
What?
How should I know? This isn't that Sherlock Homo's job. Sherlock Homo? What? What? Never heard that one before.
I knew it.
You're a waste of time. Maki turned and walked away. I can't say I blame her.
What was that?
How the hell's her problem? She on the rag or something? So Angie made these wax dolls, huh? The resemblance is pretty uncanny. They say the devil's in the details, you know? Let's just see how detailed these really are. No, I'm not inspecting the wax figure's genitals. That's clearly not relevant to this case. Hey! You tried to look up the wax figure's skirt.
Hey!
What are you doing? Stop that! What? I just wanted to see if this doll was wearing panties. Wait, do you have a doll fetish? Are you excited that your dead girlfriend is a doll now? No.
Fucking
You like wax?
virgin.
If you like wax dolls so much, then go fuck the doll already. No. I'm starting to agree with Maki. Talking to me is a waste of time. Okay, well that was useful. Smoogie, do you have anything useful to say? I'm not sure if it's okay to say this or not, but could Tenko be the culprit?
Huh?
Tenko? Oh, it's not like I have proof or anything, but I heard Himiko say that Tenko was trying to betray the student council.
No.
So you suspect Tenko?
Actually,
Because as a member of the student council, she would have been allowed into this lab.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, Angie did allow members of the student council to enter her lab.
oh,
Yeah, Angie had been shut away here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said she would only unlock the door if she heard a student council member's voice.
That's true.
That would certainly point to Tenko. She did betray the student council after all.
no.
It's not that I want to suspect Tenko, but since only student council members would have been let in here. So Angie only let in student council members. That would be Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Samugi. Of that group, Tenko is certainly the most suspicious. Gonta, you got any observations?
Why?
A murder at nighttime is strange. Impossible, even. And actually, it seems like the most likely time, in a certain sense.
Why?
Why do you think that?
Right.
The student council made rules that we know can be outside during nighttime. Yeah, and society makes rules that you're not allowed to murder people. Like, the laws of men are not the laws of physics. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at nighttime.
Ew.
Do you really think everyone would go along with that rule?
But
Put it into his rule. Angie say he push us if he punish us if we not follow his rule. Yeah. Thou shalt not kill. Does that stop anyone from murdering? Like, just because it's a religious rule doesn't mean it's a law of physics. But the student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do whatever they wanted. Yeah, also corruption. Angie was also working here at night. Huh? She was? Oh, Gonza.
But
No way! Student council would never break own rules.
right.
They should have been asleep in own rooms to set good example to others. Gonza, have you considered maybe you joined a corrupt organization? Maybe Angie got attacked while she sleep in her room and get brought here. Okay, he has nothing useful to provide.
Gonta, idiot.
If so, Gonta could have saved her. If only Gonta saw. But Gonta was sleeping. Sorry, Angie. Gonta no could save you. I find it hard to believe that no one went outside in spite of the student council rule. Alright, Maki, your analysis. You're a murderer. What do you think? Would you done it this way? Has the killer made any critical errors? I just want to confirm something. When you got to this lab, you're sure that the front door was locked?
Okay.
Yes, I'm positive. I grabbed the knob and tried to turn it. Oh, right, hold on. Kokichi knows how to pick locks. So he also would have had access. It really is locked.
I knew it.
The front entrance was locked until Kokichi picked the lock to open it. Kokichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the keyhole's lock. Now, I guess here's one question. And I really actually don't know the answer to this. So, you can pick a lock to unlock it. Can you also pick a lock to lock it if it's already unlocked? Like, I don't think so, right? I don't know. I'm not sure how that works. Maybe it could. Well, I guess, yeah, surely you could. Because what is picking a lock? Picking a lock is you use, like, non-key implements to stick into the lock. And then you make the pins how they would be if the key was present. And then from there you can turn it. So there's no reason you couldn't also do that process in reverse, right? Things in, make it think it's the key, and then turn it to lock it. So, yeah, okay. So you definitely can pick a lock in reverse. There, open sesame. So you picked the cylinder lock open.
Hey,
Do you think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him?
That's true.
It would have been impossible from the outside. The Monocubs took the key. Okay, here it is, but there's only one key, so don't lose it. It'd be bad if you lost it. You wouldn't be able to lock the door or open it from the outside. Let me see that key. Motterdam swiped the key from Monophony, then lifted it to his mouth. Nom. He ate it!
then
So Kokichi is the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside, right? Correct. Only Kokichi would have been able to open and close the door from outside. But someone inside could have opened and closed it as they pleased.
Huh?
So the front door was locked from inside the room.
No.
Not necessarily. I'm just thinking of possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the doors got out. How the culprits got out of this classroom after locking the doors. Okay. I guess there's a question like, could the back door have been locked from the outside? Because it has a different lock. This door is the lab's back door.
is this?
This door has a sliding lock and it's still locked.
That's true.
And because no one has used this door since we came in here, I believe Angie locked this door when she came in, and it's been locked ever since.
Hey,
Wait, what's this? Look, there's something gold and shiny on the tab of the sliding lock. Okay, so that means whoever was holding the katana at some point used the lock. Gold and shiny. Could it be?
Is that all right?
Mark, you may see it for a minute. I want to try moving the sliding lock.
so what?
Let's unlock it. Go ahead, do what you want. I carefully touched the knob of the lock, avoiding the gold parts, and softly slid the lock open. Okay.
Okay.
Just as I suspected, this lock will slide without much effort. Whether you lock it or unlock it, this could be an important clue. Huh. Like, okay, I wonder, we don't have any evidence of this, but, like, could you have, like, maybe put tied a rope around it, and then, like, had that on the outside and pulled, maybe? Or something like that? To lock it behind yourself? Maybe? Still, it's strange that the front door and back door have different locks. The front door that we came in from has a cylinder lock. And the rear door over there has a sliding lock. But at the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked.
Is this?
In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right? Locked, huh?
You're right.
Yes, the cylinder lock's key was taken by the Monocubs. So both doors could only be locked from inside. But only if you rule out Kokichi's lockpicking, right? He could have picked the cylinder lock on the front door to go in and out of the lab. So he could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie.
If I remember correctly,
That's true.
That's right.
Also, he appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab ourselves.
I knew it.
He's clearly suspicious. Yeah, although I'm kind of thinking, could it be like a Byakuya situation, where he stumbled upon the crime scene and decided to make it more interesting? I could see that happening. It is suspicious, but that solution seems a little too convenient. Kokichi's lockpicking has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Okay, anything else in here of interest? I feel like we've covered just about everything. I guess the only thing is... Oops. Right, locks. I guess we technically haven't... Like, the only wax trigger we directly examined was Kaede, so I guess we might just get something if we examine the others. The 4 effigies are... Okay, so it's just the 4 effigies, yeah. Okay, also, I guess since we've read the Necronomicon, we know for certain hanging these effigies up was not part of the ritual. So why did it happen? Can you look at the ceiling? Nothing of note. Okay, I think we're... Let's look at the front door. It's unlocked, but I think there are still things to investigate here. What else could be around? Is there some other detail that isn't visible when we go here? What's this? I guess we could just examine all the wax figures just to be safe. 4 effigies are hung up. Yep. They're hung up, yep. Maybe we need to talk to Maki again. Now that we've uncovered the...
By the way,
It's strange that the front door and back door have locks. Yeah, okay.
that's right.
okay.
Under normal circumstances, you would only be able to lock it and unlock doors from the inside. The only exception would be Kokichi's lockpicking.
That's true.
You could have picked the cylinder lock on the front door to go in and out of the lab. So you could have created this locked door mystery. Also appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab
I
ourselves.
knew it.
It's clearly suspicious. Too obvious, yes. Well, what haven't we examined yet? We haven't looked at the monitor. It's a monitor for communicating with us. There's nothing on the screen. But just seeing it makes me feel sick. You have anything further to give us, Mew?
Ha! Fucking virgin!
Fucking pervert, if you like wax dolls so much, then go fuck the doll already. I feel like we've examined everything.
Oh,
Angie had been shut away here working the ritual herself since yesterday. She said she would only unlock the door if she heard a student council member's voice. And Tanko would have been allowed in here since she was a member of the student council.
That's true.
It would certainly point to Tanko. She did betray the student council after all.
no.
It's not that I want to suspect Tanko, but since she's a... Yeah, okay. Does Gonta have something to say now? Everyone should have been in the rooms, yep. Maybe we didn't examine Angie's body thoroughly enough? Maybe there's like a specific detail? There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck. This was a laceration to her forehead. The fatal wound is the one to the neck, but what about the one on her forehead? It also bothers me that the wound on her forehead is deep, but not bleeding much. There's one more thing. The duct tape, yes. Why would that be here? The tape had Angie's hair on it. It must be related to the case. The ropes, maybe? This was the motive. Angie tried to perform the ritual written in this book. Necronomicon Resurrection Ritual. Prepare the effigy. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it obvious. After preparing the effigy, burn the Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait after a while. You should feel a light tap on your backs. If so, that means the ritual is a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. Okay, and that is, like, we have examined everything, have we not? Like, this front door. I don't think we can actually examine the front door. It's unlocked, but there's still things to investigate, of course, yes.
By the way,
Yeah.
that's right.
Okay.
That's true. I knew it.
Okay. I don't get it. I think we've literally examined everything that can be interacted with in the room. Maybe I haven't looked at this zone thoroughly enough. Like, every... Like, Chad, what am I missing here? This seems, like we've looked at everything. Literally everything. We've talked to everyone. Try the ropes. And they're not interactable here. And the ropes do seem like they might be relevant. What about the back door? We looked at the back door. Good. I can look at the wax dolls, but we've done that. Refugees are hung up. Why are they hung up? I don't know. Can't just look at like the beams specifically. Katana again, maybe? Maybe. Katana stepping to Kaede's effigy. It's like the same katana that was on display in Kyo's lab. Blood on the tip suggests that this is the murder weapon. The blade is rusted and dull, but it can still stab effectively. Why use this particular weapon? If they went to Maki's lab, they could have had their choice of weapons. Is it because Ki's lab is close by, so they chose it out of convenience? Or is it like Maki said, they needed a long weapon? In any case, why stab the weapon into the effigy after the murder? Can't imagine that it was intended to hide the weapon. Why did they do that? There's a lot of mysteries I need to solve at this stage. I need to go to the original location of the murder weapon, Kyo's lab. There might be a clue there. Maybe we go now. Maybe now we can go. Still things to investigate. What? What could there possibly be? We've talked to every witness. We've looked at everything. What? Am I blind? I'm looking at around this whole room. And we've looked at the back door several times already. The back door. It has a lock. No one's used it. This is interesting. In addition, yep, opens easily. Uh-huh. I guess we can look at the back door while we're in this view. Maybe it's different from here? This door's the lab's back door. It has a lock. It's locked. No one's used it. That means Angie locked it. It's something gold. It is interesting. Okay. Maybe important clue? Like, I'm almost at look up a guide territory here, because, like, I hope I didn't break the game somehow. I don't think I've done anything weird enough to break the game. Okay, we got a games facts thing about can't get out of the lab. I'm in the Angela. Oh, you're kidding. The pool of blood is its own thing you can investigate. What the heck? And it has such a small hitbox. Alright, a small pool of blood has emanated from Angie's torso. This can't be from her forehead. This blood is from the back of her neck.
Is this...
This blood is dry. It must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed. Maybe more. That fits the 2 a.m. time of death listed in the Monokuma file. Angie's body appears to be exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There are several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet. If we think about all the evidence in combination, that might tell us something. Also says done was the upcoming trial? What? No. I don't know. I mean, I've liked the... I think in both previous games, the Case 3 trials were my favorite, so we'll see. We'll see. If we think about all the evidence in combination, that might tell us something. Let's continue the investigation for now. Maki, what's wrong?
So what?
It's not that important, but... The only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene. Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Like I'd know.
Who knows? You're certainly more reliable than Kaito, at least. That guy's useless. Anyway, let's continue. I think we've finished investigating everything for now.
Got a minute?
Is this really the time to rest? I don't think we've found enough clues yet. We don't know how much time we have left to investigate, so we need to hurry up.
You're right.
Ah, you're right. First, we should investigate the ultimate anthropologist's lab. We may find a clue related to the katana.
That's true.
That's true. We need to check if the katana really did come from that place. Is something wrong, Maki?
By the way,
It just occurred to me. Why am I acting like your partner? Because... I mean, as a detective... me as a detective, you as an assassin, we're both clearly the most experienced and capable when it comes to investigating a crime scene.
Whatever.
That's fine, just don't get used to it. It's not as if I asked you, but it's fine by me. It's true that Maki is a tremendous help to me. Alright, off we go. Let's go.